Hello. Nice. Sweet. Freesias.
Yes,
Thank you.
Are you getting a good night's sleep with your husband snoring?
Is that for me?
I'm afraid so.
Afraid so. Why don't you keep that? I've got plenty of pictures.
You too,
Yes, you
keep
keep
that
that.
bad.
It's not that bad, no. It's
But if you
I can look
say
in the
so.
mirror if I want to.
Whatever you say, man.
No, you keep that.
Back a touch, please.
No problem.
Just move back a please. Okay.
Well, we're all right.
Did she keep yours and Ian's photographs?
I don't give her one.
Did she keep
She took Ian's.
But poor Karen,
She
we
wouldn't
don't know
take
why.
Karen's.
I wonder why. Perhaps she thought Karen would like to keep it.
She said
We'll chat with her about her husband snoring.
Did you get any good pictures?
And she says not to. I'm getting a good night's sleep anyway.
she always greets you like a long-lost friend, anyway. She remembered when Ian gave her the photograph, and I said it was taken in Worcester. Oh, yes, she said, I was dreadfully late that day, wasn't I? It was thick fog, which it was, and we had forgotten. Yeah, she remembered. It was lovely.
As an anthropologist, I'm interested in how people invest national symbols with a personal meaning. And over the last year, I have travelled the country attending royal events. Although the people I travelled with expressed their interest in a particularly active form, it is one that is shared by many other people.
We left home at about 2:30 in the morning, and we went through all this weather and arrived outside Sandringham Church at about 5:30 in the morning. Well, of course, then you don't see anything until 11 o'clock. So you've that long wait, and you can rest assured we weren't the first there. There was somebody else there when we arrived. But everybody laughed and joked, and it was Christmas morning, and we had a whale of a time. It was surprising. There was a few hundred of us all stuck it out, and in the long run it was worth it because Princess Diana came over to us, and she said how brave we were that we'd stood this weather and everything.
So how do you feel when they come over to talk to you?
Well, very privileged, really. And I wouldn't say I get overexcited, one or two might, but I don't think I do. I am so pleased that they have taken the time and the trouble to stand and talk to me. We now know them personally enough for them to recognise us, and we have a little bit in common and we can hold a conversation. Some people are a little bit afraid to say anything to them, but they're only human beings like you and I.
Back in 1953 is when I realised I was a royalist, and it was the coronation of the Queen. My father had bought a 40-inch black and white set, especially for the occasion, of course, like lots of other people. I was quite mesmerised while I was watching it, and I've been hooked ever since. But I first saw the Queen herself in the flesh in the summer of 1953, actually, when she toured Wales. Well, she toured the whole country, and she toured the Principality. And my mother Anne took my sister and I, and with other relations, aunties and cousins and my grandmother, to see the Queen and the Prince Philip arriving at the National Eisteddfod of Wales at Rhyl. And I can vividly remember the Queen was in a pale blue coat and a little pink hat. And we waited a long time, but everyone was very well behaved. And we just saw them drive into this field where the Eisteddfod was held, which was very nice. So that was the very first time I saw the Queen. And little did I realise then that many years later I'd actually be speaking to her on walkabouts and presenting photographs and taking photographs and giving her flowers. When the Queen actually stands in front of you, it is a really incredible feeling. You can't really describe it to other people. I always feel full of pride and loyalty, and very grateful for all she's done for this country for so many years. And it really is a very personal feeling. It's difficult to explain. And just a few words or a wonderful smile from her, it doesn't matter how long we wait, it's always a fantastic experience.
People have said to me in the past, oh, you know, you look like the Queen. I don't think that I... Do you think I look like the Queen?
Oh, a little bit.
It's not intentional. But why does anyone set about liking someone and then when you actually meet them, it's a great thrill. They are part of this country's history. And you are taking part in a historical occasion when you actually meet them. It's something I think maybe my grandchildren would like to know when Grandma met a member of the royal family. Last year I had a record number, 18 sightings and 15 flower presentations. So I've got to beat that record this year. It gets harder and harder.
Prance your flag. 20 prance your flag. One for you. 20 prance.
When you're ready. David Butler from Leeds, our amateur artist. Roy Lee from Dumfries, our florist. Anne Bottomley from Coolin Wharfdale. Peter Wilkinson from Guisney near Leeds. Joan?
Yes, sir.
You're being introduced. Oh, Joan Wood from Coolin Wharfdale, very busily putting the Prince of Wales feathers up with Emily Coughlin from Wakefield in the pink hat.
Haven't done it very well.
Joe?
Busy.
From Manchester.
Yeah, very busy cutting out, trimming stuff.
Colin Edwards from Macclesfield.
Oh, here's an introductory.
Is that what it is? Betty Saunders from Peterborough. Pauline Kimber from Leeds. And I don't know anybody else further down. I think half the street's good enough. I'm Susan Walsh from Leeds.
You did that yourself?
Yes, I did.
Do you always give paintings to the royal family?
Well, perhaps people like the Princess of Wales, who I see so often, I'll perhaps vary with photographs or just flowers. But it's nice to give them, and they always like to receive them.
Where did you come from today?
Dumfries.
You brought those all the way from
Yes.
Dumfries?
Uh-huh.
Do you generally travel so far?
Oh yes, everywhere. London and Windsor.
How do you fit it in with your other
I take a day off work.
I see.
It was when she accepted your photograph, Anne, taken in Worcester, which she was very pleased with. And I've just added 3 others to finish off the album. Anne took this one of me kissing the Queen Mum's hand on her birthday at Clarence House last year. It's a very lovely photograph. That's Diana in Sheffield in November, close-up I took. And this was on my birthday recently in January, when I told Anne it was my birthday, and she said, oh, happy birthday, Colin. She said, you're Capricorn, aren't you? And a lady I know fairly well took this photograph. She was leaning over the barrier and took it of me kissing Diana's hand. So that's what I'm giving the Queen today.
Must be celebrating an anniversary,
You've got lift here.
And then on the Monday, we went to watch the Garter procession, going into St George's Chapel. So we were up there at 8 o'clock in the morning, queuing up to get a good spot. And when we went inside the grounds, it was boiling hot, wasn't it? Absolutely boiling hot. We were scorched. People were passing out. All of a sudden, the guardsman in front of me, his legs started to buckle, you know, and you could see him going down and you wanted to grab him. And then another chappie came over and got over him and he says, pull yourself together, man.
Well, the Queen's going to be in Glasgow next Friday.
Next Friday?
She's
Glasgow.
opening the Year of Culture.
Really? Well, that wasn't in Majesty or Royalty. Very few engagements.
No, she's doing she's going to a Royal Gala performance in the evening at the theatre.
Oh. What, is it in aid of a charity?
It's for to open the Year of Culture for Glasgow.
Oh, it's a big year for Glasgow, that's right.
It's all the people who's organised all the events
yes.
It's doing it.
Yes. And you're going to Newcastle on Maundy Thursday?
Yes.
Well, I'll probably go by coach because it's a lot cheaper than by train, and B&B the night before. I'd like to go.
You tell me you won't.
I know, well, train is £29, plus bed and breakfast, that's expensive. So I phoned the coach station, National Express, and I can do it for 20. which is quite a saving. But I'd have to have B&B because I couldn't possibly get up there by 9 in the morning. But you could.
Must cost you a lot of money.
But
yes, it does cost quite a lot. I don't sit down and work it out because I think I'd give myself a shock if I did. But, I mean, I think any hobby, this is what I say to people who don't quite understand what I do, any hobby is expensive. I mean, if I was a football fanatic, I'd probably pay £5 for my ticket to watch the match, then transport to get there. I mean, lots of blokes travel and follow their teams all over the country. So, I mean, that doesn't interest me. I'm not really into sport very much. I mean, I enjoy this. This is our hobby, our recreation, and the expense of it doesn't bother me that much.
Not really, because you know that you're getting a lot.
You know you'll get lots of pleasure and enjoyment out of it, and I think that's what's
and
important.
And it's well off as well, you know, millionaire.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, and how are you?
Fine, how
Good,
are
you're
you?
not too cold waiting? Oh, really? Really?
How's everything going?
Fine. Absolutely perfect. She's had a splendid luncheon. I didn't unfortunately find out what she had to eat for you.
But she's in green.
But she's in green. Yes, you must be frozen. Thank you very much.
We are. We've been here since about 11.
Oh, heavens.
Yes, we could have come a lot later. No.
Yeah. May I just put this at your feet?
Of course.
And have you got your... Oh, what...
Her Majesty's in green. We're trying to decide which green outfit it really is.
You think you might have seen it before?
Yes, we think it's Christmas Day 1988.
I see. And do you think your flowers will go with it?
No, I think they'll clash horribly. Mine will. But it's the thought that counts, isn't it? Or that kind thought or something, yes.
Get excited now, Paul. The adrenaline's pumping.
We're here now.
Isn't it pumping, Suze?
I've got more flowers in them now. So take
That is
them to the
adrenaline's pumping too.
You can take the picture now because I've got the snowdrops in as well
when
now.
HM stands in front of you. It's an incredible feeling, Paul. It is, honestly. People who've never experienced it don't realise the effect it has.
I get so excited.
She's here, she's here.
Thank you very much.
Lovely to see you again.
He's over there on the side. In there now, walking out.
How many times have you seen her?
This is the 31st time. And the 7th time I've given her flowers.
We're trying to make our way down.
Just as enjoyable. It's the 31st time I've seen the Queen and the 7th time I've given her flowers. Do you?
That's lovely.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Now where are you off to?
I'm going to see the Queen when she leaves. I'm going to move from my space. I think I've stuck to the spot.
What's about the painting, David? Did the Queen say anything to you about it?
She'd asked if I'd done it and how long it took. And I told her roughly about 4 hours.
Did she like it?
Yes, she seemed very happy with it. I think it's been a great day for Yorkshire, hasn't it?
Yes, yes. We welcomed her to Yorkshire. Many people don't do that when she comes up here, or when any of the royals come. They say good morning and everything, but nobody seems to welcome us into Yorkshire. And I think it's marvellous that they take the time, and especially to come to a place like this. I think it's absolutely wonderful.
Well, I said that you'll have quite a lot of flowers by the time you get down to the bottom, and she just sort of went, oh, looks like it. And then the Duke of Edinburgh said, are all these children yours? I went, no, they're not mine.
And by the time I looked, the Duke had gone past.
Yes, he'd moved over to the other side.
That's right.
I had it in my pocket, you see, and forgot all about it. And then I saw his face, and I thought, oh, it's Bucknell. And then it was a bit late. Never mind. It's been a great day, wasn't it?